Welcome back, welcome back. In this episode, I'm just going to jump right over it. In the last episode, actually, I should say, we defeated this turf and we increased our land. And with that increase in land, I went ahead and built a bunch of mainers. We're going to also be able to build some other stuff over here and over here as well. We're going to do more mainers up here, and we're going to do more of these types of resources down there. Again, one of every building is going to go up to the max, so that's these four main ones here. They're going to go up to the maximum we can bring them over time, and all these ones over here are only going to basically go up to, with that accidental exception, they're basically only going to go up to what we can do for free. Same with those, and same with these mainers here. So that's basically how we're going to build those. But in this episode, in that episode, we fought the turf, the skirmish battle, and we had some trouble in the very first battle because we hadn't yet equipped ourselves, and we are still not equipped. And in order to get equipped, let's talk about the workshop, because this is where all the magic's going to start to happen. And just to give you a walkthrough very quickly, the type is we have a helmet, we have our main hand, we have armor, we have our offhand, we have legs, and we have an accessory. When this shop gets upgraded to the right amount, upgrade workshop 17 to unlock your secondary slot. Let's see, it doesn't tell you. Yeah, 17 and 25. Secondary accessory slot, third tertiary. I don't know how to say a third. But in any case, it opens up these extra spots right here to start putting equipment. This equipment's nice to get started and all, but it's only boosting like resources mainly. I get a little ranged attack there, but that is not really meant to be my attack and defense gear. We need to upgrade that. And how we're going to upgrade that, workshop here, is we're going to come in, we're going to select, for example, helmet. And then let's start out very low, even though this is and more. There's one more that you're going to get, orange, that's going to go mythic. And that one is not available until you unlock it in research. So let's just stick with the helmet. We'll go down to the white grade here, the common, and we're going to select the filter. I'm going to go for infantry attack to start out. Then you're going to look at each one of these, and you're going to be able to see, like, okay, you know, infantry attack here is 0.5. When I get it up to a pretty maximum, it's a 3. And you have to be a level 23 to have that. And so you're going to go down here, and you're going to see stuff where you go, oh man, you know, this is better, this infantry attack of 5, and oh, there's another infantry attack of 5, of 10, what? And then you go down further, and you're starting to see, okay, infantry attack of 13, but you got to have level 50. Level 60, you can get an infantry attack of 30%, what? Now, what I don't want to do is try and build some of this other stuff while I'm waiting for this, and then get rid of all the materials that I need for this later. So that will become a major point of discussion, and how we can tell those differences is right here in event equipment. So, okay, I liked that helmet. If I had clicked on it, the beast helm, and say forge, well, I find out, okay, I need to kill Saberfangs on the kingdom map. Okay, so we're going to go to event equipment here. And on this side here, it's going to show us all these different sets. Okay, we'll talk about what they are, but for now, let's find that one that we just found. And you can even see his little face there, the Saberfang set. And you can see there is the beast helm, because, again, if we forge, we know we have to go to the Saberfang set. And we have to kill those on the kingdom map. So here's some other things, okay, that I can build with that set. And I don't want to build any of them that might destroy my other path that I might want to go on. So let's say I'm trying to build up my infantry, but up here, this cavalry attack, if I wanted to forge that, it takes some of the pieces that I would need to build what I want in my infantry attack down here. Now, that won't be what we build necessarily. we'll build, and you'll be able to find out what we want based on, okay, what are the best stats? Now, this might not look like the best stats because that's 30 and this is 25. But then on top of that, you get an army attack boost of 10%. So that's going to bring it up to kind of a total of 35% that you're boosting your infantry overall by wearing this piece instead of that piece. And then your army max HP goes up as well, your health, and some other stuff, including crazy amounts of gold production. So all that in this video to say, okay, we need to work on how we're going to bring up our might. We talked already about the military research. We've been talking, kind of hinting at the gear now. And now that you've been able to look at this workshop, excuse me, right here, and this is your cabinet of things that you have. If you have these expanders, you can use them until it's maxed out, which is long down the road. And I probably have about a little bit more gear on my 1 billion mic account than just barely past that. So that should tell you how much cabinet space you should be using, probably at most. But event equipment, one thing that we bought those, if you were with me on this and you're following along, we bought a hunter set. This is gonna, I mean, a free-to-play player is never going to be able to touch a pay-to-play player on this hunting stuff unless they work for years and years, and the pay-to-play player only put in, like, you know, a few bucks into their hunting gear once or something like that, you know, then maybe. But I mean, this gear is just simply going to take your hunting game very, very far all by itself. And then there's research on top of that. So gear is king in getting, like, your attack power up, whether you're talking about hunting, which is kind of a side subject right now, but more on how do we effectively go into this next battle, and what can we do to, you know, basically destroy these guys with a vengeance or whatever, you know. And if I want to come out there, they're at 8,400. I need to come with a much bigger army than I have in the past. But also, if I sit here and I figure out, okay, how am I going to get the Saberfang? Well, I could go out on the map. How am I going to get these materials to build the equipment that I need in order to grow? Well, there's a couple of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and open these chests in the next video. But that's going to give me a lot of items that I can use to build whatever I want over here. And so I'm going to kind of jump into that discussion here shortly. A secondary way, aside from buying packs and getting those various monster chests, you can come out here and you can find monsters like this. And this is a level 2, so I need to research before I can hit a level 2. I can only hit a level 1, but you can come out here and you can attack these guys, and they'll drop sometimes the materials that you need in order to build the things that they offer. So that's a hard rocks. Let's see here. If I went into this and I found my hard rocks set right there, this is going to help mainly give me training speed is the cool thing out of that one, and they are hard to, these monsters are harder to defeat than other monsters, and they don't bear as much fruit, so that's not where I'd spend my time. I wouldn't spend my time attacking that monster. I want to spend my time doing things that are going to increase my infantry attack, my range attack, and my cavalry attack first, and then my infantry, range, and cavalry health, and lastly their defense. And perhaps army attack might wedge itself between health and the first attack power of each individual army. So that said, we're going to get more in depth into how to really think through this gear in a future video. But I wanted to give you some direction on that so that you guys get, you know, just started and in the mindset in the right direction of, okay, what should I build? I should go to my workshop and I should look at all the equipment. Anything that says champion on it before I hang up my jacket on this video, anything that says champion is going to be very, you can only buy it in packs in the mall. You have to buy bundles from the mall. You're not going to find it anywhere in the game, and you only want to build a single piece pretty much target it until you get it all the way up as high as you want to get it before you ever think about building another, because it's a chore, and you use a lot of those mains and stuff like that to get it done, and it ends up being pretty pricey. You can see guys opening up thousands and thousands and thousands of chests, all to find like barely any, and not even get their piece of gear to go from blue to purple, or from purple to gold, and it's just like, dang, so crazy. So anyway, that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.